When I was in fourth grade, I lived in a remote village in Japan. There had been several cases of missing children over the years, so adults always warned us not to go into the mountains. One day, Takashi told us that his older brother had found a strange place deep in the mountains. There was a pond filled with large fish, and next to it stood an old, run-down cabin. So the three of us made a plan. We brought our fishing gear and headed up the mountain, thinking we'd catch some fish and cook them there. But something felt off. We could clearly see fish swimming in the water, yet after fishing for hours, we didn't catch a single one. Just as we were starting to get bored, the sky suddenly darkened and heavy rain began to fall. With no other choice, we ran into the cabin to take shelter. The moment we stepped inside, we were hit by a damp, fishy smell. The place was filthy and looked like it hadn't been lived in for years. But near the entrance, there were several clean fish bones scattered on the ground. They looked fresh, as if someone had eaten there not long ago. That's when something started to feel very wrong. We began looking around the cabin. Then we opened a cabinet. Inside was a broken-down Buddhist altar. On it were 3 photographs of children. One of them made us freeze. The child in the photo had a rope wrapped tightly around their neck. Eyes rolled back, with a disturbing expression. It looked like the picture had been taken after the child was already dead. Before we could even process what we were seeing, Takashi suddenly pointed to the side, trembling. On a nearby table sat an empty photo frame, and written on it was his older brother's name. We completely panicked. We turned and rushed toward the door, trying to escape. But no matter how hard we pulled, it wouldn't open. It felt like something was holding it shut. With no other option, we climbed out through a window and ran down the mountain as fast as we could. When we got back to the village, we told the adults everything. At first, they didn't believe us at all. They thought we were just making things up. After all, nothing had happened to Takashi's brother. But seeing how terrified we were, a few of them decided to go up the mountain to check a couple of days later. When they came back, they said they didn't find any photos or photo frames. And the fish in the pond were all dead, floating belly up across the surface. It looked as if the water had been poisoned. But the strangest part was this: the lighter I had accidentally left behind in the cabin. A few days later, it was placed right in front of my house. Who returned it to me? How did they know it was mine? And how did they know where I lived? At that moment, a chill ran through my entire body.